Let's get you an update on cyclone Biparjoy, which was of the very severe category when it made landfall on Thursday. The entire process took almost 6 hours for completion. We started at about 6:30 p.m., ended little after midnight, and right after that, it weakened into a severe cyclone. Currently, it's about 40 kilometers from the Jakhau port and about 30 kilometers from Nalia, and it's going to move northeastwards. It's going to weaken gradually into a cyclonic storm, and that's what's expected this morning. And from there on, it'll further weaken into a depression today evening, and it'll be moving towards the southern part of Rajasthan. Winds of 75 to 85 kilometers per hour, gusting to 95 kmph, prevailing along and off the coastline. So areas of concern continue to be Porbandar, Devbhoomi, Dwarka, Jamnagar, Rajkot, Junagadh, Morbi, including the Gulf of Kutch, where it's going to be extremely windy even now. Now, a warning stands for those areas along and off the coastline of Saurashtra as well as Kutch. Now, rainfall could get heavy, and those areas include Banaskantha as well as Kutch, Morbi, Mehsana, Sabarkantha. This is all towards the northern part of Gujarat. So the weather system is now impacting the northern part of Gujarat, and the southern part of Rajasthan is also going to feel the effects of this cyclone. At least 22 people have been injured, while electric poles and trees were uprooted as the very severe cyclonic storm made landfall in Gujarat's coastal areas on Thursday evening. In addition to this, 23 animals have also been killed as heavy rain coupled with gusty winds brought down 524 trees and electric poles at various places in Gujarat, snapping the supply of power, that's snapping the supply of electricity to around 940 villages. After churning across the Arabian Sea for more than 10 days, Cyclone Biparjoy made landfall near the Jakhau port, and it had winds of about 125, gusting to 140 at the time of landfall, but started losing force several hours later. And at about 2:30 at night, 2:30 this morning, it was packing in winds of about 100 kmph, gusting to about 110. So even that intensity is now reducing. To find out what is the situation on the ground, my colleague Tanushree joins us from the Jakhau port on the phone line. Tanushree, more than 900 villages have been in darkness since yesterday because electricity has been snapped in those areas. 22 people have been injured and 23 animals have lost their lives. So the kind of damage that we are seeing overnight as far as this cyclone is concerned, take us to the kind of winds that are prevailing right now, and how damaging has the storm been overnight?
Well, that's right, Divya. And night was the time when the eye of the storm actually hit the coast, and that is the time when the actual damage was made. And in fact, today morning, the administration is going to take the stock of the actual extent of damage this cyclone Biparjoy has left behind while it hit the coast in the night, as you rightly mentioned. At about 2:30 on Friday, it was packing 100 kilometers per hour of wind with gusts up to 110 kilometers per hour, and that kind of a wind speed definitely has the potential to bring down temporary shelters, uproot trees, but the extent of damage is only going to be known in the morning once the administration takes a stock. And I'll tell you that right now it's heavily raining in all parts of Jakhau as well as Kutch, and in the 7 affected districts, which is Morbi, Dwarka, Porbandar, and all the other districts which are basically affected. All the people, nearly 1 lakh people were evacuated across the state, and all those people have been asked to stay in the shelter home at least for the next 2 days, because it is state of Gujarat is going to experience heavy rainfall as well as wind, and it is not safe for people to venture out till the next 2 days. So the red alert is going to be there for the next 2 days. And as you rightly mentioned, the update right now is that the 22 people have been injured, at least 23 animals have been killed, and 52 trees and electric poles at various places in Gujarat were brought down. And of course, 940 villages do not have electricity. About the electricity. This was something the administration has already warned, that this kind of a cyclone is definitely going to bring down the critical infrastructure. And the first thing in the critical infrastructure is the power line, the communication line. So that is something the administration authorities on the ground are working on. The fire department as well as the electric department have brought in their men. They are working 24/7 to ensure that the villages get their power supply back. But as of the extent of damage is concerned, as of now, it's only known that 22 people have been injured. There was a priority with the state government that there needs to be zero casualty. At least till the midnight, there was zero casualty. Whether that streak has remained or not, we'll get to know in some time from now when the state authorities give us more clarity. Because only in the morning have they started to take the actual extent, of damage, the stock of the actual extent of damage, because the worst was not over even till the midnight when the eye of the storm hit the coast. So let's see what happens throughout the day. But we really hope for the best that the streak of zero casualty at least remains intact. And also on the ground, it is going to be heavy rainfall plus heavy winds throughout the day. So we also request viewers to stay inside and not venture out, and especially in the parts of Gujarat where it's the most affected, including
Right.
Kutch and Jakhau.
Right.